A woman who buys beef jerky at the gas station is a huge green flag.
Useful Thoughts Video Podcast.
Welcome to the gas station snack test. Let's say you and your new girlfriend or your date or your spouse, you are in the car together and she gets hungry. Well, then it's time for the gas station snack test. A first date in a restaurant is a performance. Everyone is on their best behavior. But a pit stop at 11 p.m. at a gas station, that's where the mask slips. If you want to know how she really is, look at what she grabs when she has 60 seconds and a craving. You drive by the gas station, she jumps out of the car and enters the shop. What does she bring back? Did she even ask you if you want something as well? Or does she come back with your favorite beverage? What kind of drinks does she bring back? Does she bring back beer or water? Or some lemonade? If she brings back beer, well, then she's probably a party girl. And while you are driving, she's enjoying her beer in the car. If she brings back water, it's about hydration. That's practical intelligence. She's thinking about her skin and how she will look tomorrow in the morning. She's self-caring and has a healthy lifestyle. Also, she doesn't spend a lot of money. But there are expensive waters as well. What kind of water did she bring back? The cheap one, a sparkling one, or a super expensive one? Let's check out the different kinds of water. So there's small, cheap water, big bottle of water. There is fancy, high-priced water. And there's sparkling water. So the fancy water like Voss or Fiji or whatever these brands are, I mean, why would you pay $5 or euros for a water? But you can have this cheap water for, let's say, $1.70 and the big bottle for like maybe $2.90 or something. So big bottle of sparkling water, I don't know, like let's say $4. If she buys the fancy water, then she's a luxury girl. She's buying basically the brand and a nice bottle. So this is about aesthetic standards and of course a luxury lifestyle. Question is, can you pay for a woman that has a luxury lifestyle? This woman values the experience and the image of quality. This can be a red flag for being high maintenance or a green flag for someone who respects themselves enough to want the best, even at the gas station. So we give this a yellow flag. Sparkling water is a little bit more exciting, and drinking sparkling water does feel more intense than drinking just standard water or expensive water that doesn't sparkle. So sparkling water is a sign for she wants a little bit more. She loves excitement and sensations. She probably also enjoys massages and spicy food. We come to food later. So the sparkling water, for me, it's a green flag because I like sparkling water as well. The small, cheap bottle of water is actually a red flag. Why? Because there's two of you. If she buys a big water, she can share it with you and both of you will have enough water. If she buys the small, cheap water, it's just for her. So buying the small cheap water, she's saving money, but she's also not sharing her water with you. That's a red flag. Red flag. The big cheap water is a green flag for me, because a woman buying a big bottle of cheap water doesn't have any luxurious standards. She saves money and she's also willing to share her water with you. Sharing, loving and caring. And that one was selfish. So bringing back water can be a green flag, a red flag, a yellow flag. If she brings back lemonade, she wants something special, some flavors. She doesn't just drink to hydrate, she wants to have a tasty experience. So she's a lustful person. But lemonade, soft drinks in general, are not healthy. But depending on the lemonade, they're also about lifestyle. So what if she's bringing back an energy drink? Energy drinks, high caffeine drinks, pro-workout shots, whatever. On a psychological level, this suggests a performance-first mindset. Performance. They are likely someone who is constantly pushing themselves or feels like they are running behind. These people usually work hard, but if she's grabbing an energy drink late at night, there's certainly a risk of burnout. She lives in a state of high alert and might struggle with relaxation or switching off. Also, the energy drink gives you will be taken from you a couple of hours later. Now let's get to snacks. Well, there are some classic snacks that have been there ever since. Classic snacks. So all the things that you loved as a kid, retro candy or stuff like that. The psychology behind it is this points out emotional sentimentality. Sentimental. Everything was better back in the days where she ate that stuff as a child. So she uses food to reconnect with a time when things were simpler. This is actually a green flag for empathy and loyalty. She values history and memories. However, it can also mean she's conflict averse. She retreats to her happy place rather than dealing with the modern stresses directly. So what other snacks are there? Well, there are, for example, protein bars. Someone who eats protein bars or pre-packed protein shakes is an optimizing human. Optimizing. She doesn't see food as pleasure, she sees it as fuel. No pleasure. Oh my god, how I hate that, these protein shakes. Oh. So again, this woman is likely highly disciplined and goal-oriented, just like the woman who has the energy drinks. However, both of these products are not really healthy. Also, these kind of products mean a lack of spontaneity. Every snack, every drink is a calculation about proteins and energy. So she might struggle with the messy parts of her life and thinks she can't calculate. No pleasure, calculated, no spontaneity. No spontaneity. There is warm snacks too, like a slice of pizza or a hot dog. Pizza, hot dog. So basically everything under a heat lamp, Leberkäse, taquitos, a slice of I've been here all day pizza. Finally somebody will eat me, yay. So eating these kinds of products at the gas station reveals a high level of trust and risk tolerance. Trust and risk tolerance. Bold girl. That means such a woman is adventurous, risky, and also low maintenance. So besides the bad breath she might have after, that's actually a green flag. Again, it's an even greener flag if she brings back another slice of pizza for you without asking you first. Such a woman doesn't need fancy things to be happy. On the flip side, it could suggest a lack of discernment. She takes whatever is convenient, not necessarily what's best for her. Not to forget, let's say she brings back a bag of beef jerky. Beef jerky is a great source of protein and actually not that unhealthy. Also, beef jerky has the aura of being adventurous and living on the countryside. A bag of beef jerky you can enjoy for a long time by chewing it slowly. She can also easily share it with you. A woman who buys beef jerky at a gas station is a huge green flag. What about this super spicy stuff? Whatever it is, it's just super hot and spicy. Such a woman needs extreme sensations to feel herself. So she has a high threshold. She's probably into BDSM. She might be submissive and accepts pain as a part of her life. So acceptance. For me, this is a yellow flag because I'm not that much into BDSM. What is if the woman comes back with nothing at all? Nothing. So she went inside the shop, she bought nothing, and she came back saying something like, I haven't found anything. That would be super weird because you just stopped because she was hungry and she didn't find anything to eat inside there. Crazy. Maybe she has an eating disorder. Be careful with such women. That would be a red flag if she wouldn't bring back anything. What if she would bring back sweets? Sweets are for dopamine junkies who want a quick reward. Sweets are super unhealthy. Also, sweets are bad for your teeth, and when you eat too many sweets, you just get fat. So, sweets are a red flag. There's also a small chance a woman could bring back fresh vegetables. So, maybe an apple, or a banana, or a cucumber. Fresh vegetables. Well, that's a huge green flag, although the cucumber is a little bit weird. If she brings back a cucumber and a bag of condoms, your date might be over. And there's one final there's one final test. What does she do when she has eaten up her stuff? What does she do with the trash? Does she leave it in your car? Does she throw it out the window? Or does she just put the trash in one of her bags? So now you can rank your own partners and dates. And you can also think a little bit about yourself, depending on what you buy at the gas station. I try not to buy anything at all at the gas station because it's just too expensive. One must control one's hunger. If you like this video and you're looking forward to further psychological analysis of human behavior, join us. Just subscribe to the channel. Also, what are your experiences with stuff you can buy at the gas station? Let me know in the comments. I did another video called the supermarket test. It applies the same principles, but not in the gas station, but in a grocery store. So that's it for today. Drive safe and snack well.